Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this short presentation. We're sure you'll be impressed, and we know that this is a strong statement, but we truly believe that you may one day look back at this very moment as a turning point in your life. It's going to be interactive, so you'll be asked to click your screen from time to time to see only what you're interested in seeing. And you're in total control every step of the way by clicking the menu icon here. Let's start by taking a few seconds to dream a little. In a perfect world, which of these would you like to experience? Go ahead and click your screen, and click Move Ahead when you're done. Thank you. Now let's think a little bigger, on a more global level. Remember, dream a little. Which would you like, in a perfect world? Fantastic. Now, we're using words like dream, think bigger, and in a perfect world, because most people don't really think they have any shot at making those things a reality. Those things that other people get to enjoy. The rich, the movie stars, the celebrities. Not anymore. Things are changing. The world is changing. It is possible for you to have all of these things. You didn't miss the moment this time. You don't have to be a celebrity to be a part of it. And you're finally in the right place at the right time to experience what we call W3. Win, win, win. Sounds too good to be true, right? We know it does. So let's go back in time for a minute to 1994 so we can explain. You may have heard about a Today Show episode where Katie Couric asked,
"Can you explain what internet is?"
And then Bryant Gumbel tried to figure out what the A symbol with the circle around it was. Guess how many total websites there were in the world back then? In 1994, there were only 2,738 websites. That's because people didn't know how to get a website, how they would use it, or how anyone would even find it if they had one. Then along came a company that made it easy to get one. Which company do you think that was? Great guess. GoDaddy made it easy and cheap. And guess how many websites there are now? From 2,738 to 1.8 billion. Then, thanks to companies like PayPal and Shopify, people realized they could sell stuff on those sites and charge people less because of the reduced overhead. And guess how many people shopped online in 2017? 1.6 billion people. But how did people find the websites that had what they were looking to buy? They all contributed, of course, but Google was really the first to make searching the web easy, and now they process about 40,000 searches a second, 3.5 billion a day. So to put it simply, an incredible technology was created, but people had to access it. They needed help using it to benefit society, and they had to share it with others. Fast forward to today, where experts everywhere are talking about this thing called blockchain. It sounds intimidating, but it's really just a trustless platform to build upon. That's impossible to cheat. So it allows business to be done safely and transparently. Imagine that. Take a look at what some of these experts have to say, and click Move Ahead when you're ready to move on. Great! Would you like to see a short 2-minute video explaining blockchain in simple terms? Or are you okay to move on?
Blockchain is peer-to-peer software technology that protects the integrity of a digital piece of information. It was invented to create the alternative currency Bitcoin, but may be used for other cryptocurrencies, online signature services, voting systems, and many other applications. In this video, we explain how it works and what makes it special. Everyone uses paper money. When you get a $10 bill, you trust that it's not fake. If instead someone sent you an email saying, "Here's $10, you probably wouldn't trust it. But when we transfer money, use an ATM, or pay with a deposit card, that's pretty much exactly what we do. We're sending money and a digital message. To make sure no one's cheating or sending money they don't have, these messages go through a few trusted banks that keep a record of everything. They know how much money everyone has and deduct it properly for every transaction. But this becomes expensive when there's a million transactions around the world every minute. The Economist estimates that banks charged us more than $1.7 trillion to process these payments in 2014. That's about 2% of the entire world economy. With blockchain, we can save a lot of this cost because it lets us send money just like sending an email. Instead of sending a lot of payment information through a few servers, blockchain uses thousands of personal computers on the internet. All transactions are copied and cross-checked between every computer in a system-wide accounting book called the ledger, which becomes very safe at scale. Blockchain doesn't just allow us to create safe money online, it lets us protect any piece of digital information. This could be online identity cards, voter ballots, contracts, and many other legal instruments, bringing bureaucracy into the 21st century.
Well, imagine knowing what you know now about the internet, but being there in 1994 when there were just 2,738 websites. That's exactly where we are right now with blockchain technology. An incredible technology has been created, but people have to access it. They need help using it to benefit society, and they have to share it with others. Sound familiar? You're in front of the wave this time. Blockchain is like the Internet 2.0. But wait, what if we could do it differently this time? What would you like to see in the ideal economy? Great. Well, imagine developing what we call a share economy this time, instead of a cutthroat one, where businesses help businesses, instead of trying to compete against each other. Imagine building this economy based on collaboration, transparency, community, and trust, where people and businesses are actually incentivized to help each other, so the entire economy is rewarded for the successes of each other. And not in a communistic way or multi-level marketing platform, but a real ecosystem that makes everything it touches better. Again, this sounds too good to be true, but guess what? There's no need to imagine any of it, because this new economy, this share economy, is already here. The three components of it work synergistically to provide an unbelievable opportunity for everyone to benefit from being the first to provide easy access, help, and the ability to share in this new era of blockchain. Go ahead and choose which aspect of it you'd like to learn about first. We suggest you watch them in order, but it's totally up to you. We talked about GoDaddy earlier and how integral they were in providing access to the internet. Well, as NASGO co-founder Eric Tippett says, we are creating the GoDaddy of blockchain and making it simple and cost-effective for any small and medium-sized business to tokenize their business. So, what is tokenizing anyway? Well, there are two types of tokens. One is used to raise money and is called a security token. The other, and this is the one we're talking about today, is a utility token and is used to incentivize and reward customers. Some would describe it as a universal rewards program, on steroids. Click a case study below to see how each uses tokens. Taylor is a singer who wants to get her name out there and have more people experience her music. She decides to tokenize as a way to incentivize her current fanbase to help her do that. She creates the Smith coin in 5 minutes for under $1,000 with NASGO and establishes a reward program using SHARENODE. Each time one of her fans mentions her name on social media or shares a link to one of her songs, they get 5 Smith coins. The Smith coins can then be used to purchase ringtones, buy her music, or attend exclusive Smith coin holder only events with Taylor. By the way, this also creates demand for the Smith coins, as they are the only currency accepted for all things Taylor Smith. So you can trade some of them on the AMICO exchange for that hot new outfit you want to look good at her concert. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. Jim wants to tokenize so he can build brand loyalty among his customers and incentivize them to refer him new business. He does it in less than 5 minutes with NASGO for under $1,000, and immediately has 1 billion tokens that he calls surf coins. He sets up a rewards program using our SHARENODE platform, where he gives 5 free surf coins for each new customer people send him. You can get a free lesson for 50 surf coins, so his customers now see real value in promoting his business. Well, what if you refer someone but you don't surf? That's where the beauty of the share economy comes in. You decide to exchange those surf coins for candy coins on the AMICO exchange, and get something sweet at the candy store next to Jim's. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on.
Welcome back to Opening Bell on Cheddar, everybody. Blockchain technology is working its way into yet another industry, music. Joining us now is Jafar Jackson, artist, and Eric Tippett, co-founder of NASGO. Eric, you're helping to tokenize Jafar's new album. What exactly does that mean? I think we should start with the idea of blockchain technology and really explaining that, because I do think there is a lot of confusion still around the blockchain and what that actually means.
Yes. So I think to start this conversation off, people look at blockchain and cryptocurrency, they always look at the investment side of it. And really what we want to do here today is shine the light on, the social impact of it, the utility of it, really the impact of what it creates. Really feel, and this is, I feel like our conversation is a different one here.
Right, and a lot of people think about the financial side of it is because when they hear blockchain, they think of Bitcoin, of course.
Yes.
But in this case, how are you using it?
More utility. So for us, we really feel like we're a voice of all entrepreneurs around the world. How do you open up a global e-commerce and start to connect people, brands, artists with their fans, their followers?
So what does the blockchain allow you to do that you wouldn't be able to do without blockchain technology?
It's the open and transparency of it, number one, but we also built some protocols on our blockchain. Number one is the decentralized hosting that allows any communication, any collaboration, any innovation to be open and free around the world. Any entrepreneur can get in the game.
Jafar, did you ever think you would be making an album that would be tokenized?
No, I did not. We're in the beginning stages right now, and just the opportunity is to use this new technology to connect with people around the world and to share my vision and passion for humanitarian causes.
And are you optimistic that with the technology you'll be able to do that?
Of course, yeah, in the beginning stages.
In the beginning stages.
Yes.
And also, too, we should say, what's on the album, by the way?
Right now I'm working very hard on it. As soon as I'm finished, you'll be the first to know.
The first tickets.
Yep, definitely.
I like it.
We like that.
I mean, how are you thinking about your music right now? I mean, what are you when you're planning this album, when you're working on this album? What are you thinking?
Well, as an artist, it depends. As far as writing music, every day I'm working on it. I'm playing piano, writing songs, collaborating with different producers and writers, and it's all putting the time and putting it together. So I'm very excited. It's a lot of hard work, and I've been working on it for a few years. But it's coming to a point where it's going to come very soon, and you guys will be able to hear it.
The nephew of the late Michael Jackson, is he an inspiration at all in your work?
Of course, all my family is, since I was a baby. I grew up around their music, and that's what inspired me to become an artist myself.
Incredible.
This is fun because, Jafar I really see as kind of the light for other artists out there, that he's really, this is the beginning stages, but just that he's recognized and being able to be a pioneer in looking at blockchain, what the possibilities are. This is fun to have collaboration about it.
Eric, talk to us about what you're doing today as well. You're both going to be at this Media for Social Impact Summit at the UN. What is this all about?
So this is a passion for us. I think social impact and blockchain go so hand in hand. I think the days of Haiti where people donated and didn't know where the money went, where blockchain can really help start to identify where are the resources going, making sure that it's built on trust and transparency. And so for us, we actually have coded to where every 17 minutes a charity gets donated to through our blockchain technology.
Wow, just incredible how you see all of these worlds colliding and merging these days. And before we let you go, Jafar, we would be remiss not to ask you if you could, just like sing for us a little bit, sing us out here on this lovely Thursday morning. Could you do that for us?
I think his producers and his would.
You'll definitely be the first to know.
We gotta wait to get this album, I guess.
That'll be the second
definitely,
interview.
very soon, I promise.
Both will have to come back, and good luck today.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Jafar Jackson, artist, and Eric Tippett's the co-founder of NASGO. And stick around.
Go ahead and choose another category, please, or click Move Ahead when you're ready to move on. Once a business tokenizes on the NASGO platform, what do you think their very next thought is? Rub your screen to see. If you're on a computer, left-click and drag. How the heck do I use these tokens to benefit my company and society? Introducing SHARENODE. The SHARENODE program provides exclusive marketing and advertising tools for companies to connect, share, transact, and reward their customers and prospects. That's great for business, but what does it mean for SHARENODE members? You're going to love this. Every company in the SHARENODE community generates 12,600 of their own tokens each day. If you own at least 1,000 SHARENODE tokens, you receive your pro rata share of those 12,600 tokens generated. And because we are providing the hosting and server power for each of these companies, you participate in the awards from every transaction that takes place on the NASGO network. And it gets even better. Every new company that tokenizes on NASGO and becomes part of the SHARENODE community increases the SNP token price because of the value each provides the network. Imagine 10, 20, 100, or 1,000 companies joining, each adding to the value of the SNP token. Now you can see why we call this the W3 sharing model. It's a win for the companies coming on board, giving them huge exposure along with the resources and server infrastructure to power their applications. A win for the SHARENODE members, as we discussed, and a win for the community. This is all about social impact. SHARENODE can even provide charities a steady stream of income. Never been done before. Do you think you might know some people who would be interested in becoming part of SHARENODE? If so, click yes to take a peek at our simple affiliate program. A lot of people are super excited about SHARENODE, and for good reason. And since we're all about W3, we want to take them on this amazing ride along with us. So we'll pay you a 10% referral fee for our new members you introduce to SHARENODE. We'll even pay you 5% on people they refer. It's not an MLM, but a simple affiliate program, like many online companies use, so we can all benefit from growing the company. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. The world is everywhere. Now, that may sound obvious, but it really is. So shouldn't your social app be there too? Click the things you do online now, please. Unfortunately, there's no one app that does all of that. Until now. Welcome to AMICO. AMICO is freedom. A place where you decide what you can buy and when. Where you can be in contact with anyone, in any language, in real time. AMICO frees everyone from the old economy and brings them into the share economy, providing storefronts and brand exposure for businesses. A global marketplace where real people in the community can actually purchase real goods and services. Where businesses can build relationships, not just transactions, with their customers across town and across the globe, using a decentralized network where all transactions happen immediately using cryptocurrency with full transparency. We knew that an entire ecosystem had to be created that would penetrate into everyday life and allow people to communicate and interact unrestricted. And that integrated application ecosystem is AMICO. It's a new point in history, right here, right now. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. This entire ecosystem is the brainchild of Eric Tippett and Steve Chang. Click the one you'd like to learn about, please. Eric Tippett is one of the most sought-after blockchain experts in the world, recently interviewed by Larry King, Entrepreneur Magazine, and NASDAQ, and a featured guest speaker at the Chain Exchange Conference with Steve Wozniak and Gary Vaynerchuk. Eric is a devoted husband and father, and is extremely passionate about helping connect the world with a more open, fair, and transparent way to communicate, collaborate, and innovate together with a common thread of trust. Would you like to watch just a few minutes of Eric's recent interview on NASDAQ?
Good afternoon and welcome back to NASDAQ Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at NASDAQ. Joining me live at MarketSite is Eric Tippett. He's a co-founder of NASGO. We're going to focus on making cryptocurrency more pervasive, a big hot topic that we have here on Trade Talks. Eric, thanks so much for joining me. So tell me about the NASGO blockchain internet application platform. Is this something that you started recently, or is this the backbone of what NASGO is?
Whew, that's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. No, this is 5 years ago that we started creating and coding and developing it. We just launched March 19th of this year. And really the whole purpose, we're entrepreneurs. And I feel like I'm on here as a voice to all entrepreneurs around the world. NASGO is a way to build a free and open, a collaborative community that can all be in one place and not have all of the typical restrictions or red tape of merchants accounts, firewalls, everything that you want to do. A young man or woman in India, how would they have an idea and be able to create something that had a global presence?
We spoke about this earlier. What's it going to take for the general investing public to understand this and adopt it as mainstream technology?
A lot of education.
Yep.
I think education is number one. I think people need to understand that, cryptocurrency, it's not a bad thing. That's what I get super bummed out about, that everybody does it it's investing and it's up and down in volatility. It can be a beautiful thing. It can be something that's authentic and it's pure, it's trust, it's transparency. But you've got to look at it and bring something that gives it that light, gives it the ability, social impact. Right. I think is a huge thing that nobody talks about in digital currency is how do we impact a lot of people's lives with trust and transparency to these charities. Donators are sponsors are wanting to give, but they don't know where their money's going.
Right.
Blockchain, the trust and transparency allows you to see where your money's going, and you can know that it's going in the right places, it's affecting the right places. And that's super passionate. Yeah. That's a passion for us.
That's a story that we try and tell on Trade Talks all the time, whether it's smart contracts or ticket purchases or event purchases. So I appreciate you helping us tell that story. So to wrap up here, what do you foresee the future in with blockchain and, of course, for NASGO?
Well, it's definitely here to stay. I think we've come to a place that people are scared. I go over to China and there's all these scams going on. They want trust. They want to connect. They want to eliminate the red tape, the firewalls, giving people a chance to really connect with each other. And for us, we're all about, it's funny, everybody's still in blockchain. We're building all the tools on top of it. We're already a year down the road, about to release products on top of blockchain that nobody looks at as blockchain. They look at the usability of what blockchain can provide them. And that's really our focus right now, is taking it 10 years down the road of saying, hey, this is where the world's going, this is how we connect people and really give people a way to utilize it.
All right, I suspect we'll have you back as we get more pipe chain and product announcements, right? Well, Eric, thank you very much for joining me at MarketSite.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at NASDAQ.
Go ahead and choose another founder to learn about, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. Steve Chang was recently nominated as chairman of the International WOGC Council. This council is directly under the United Nations and tasked with setting up blockchain and digital assets for over 165 countries. The WOGC is the same council that is handling the Marshall Islands as they replace their currency with their own cryptocurrency. Go ahead and choose another founder to learn about, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. So now you're probably getting a better understanding of why we're so excited. With NASGO providing access to this incredible new blockchain technology with the ability for companies to easily and inexpensively tokenize, SHARENODE showing them how to help both themselves and society with their tokens, and AMICO providing the playground for people to share everything from tokens and cryptocurrency to memories and experiences. The question is not whether the share economy will bring us closer together and literally change the way we do business. The only question is, will you be a part of it with us? Are you ready to become a SHARENODE member and help us change the way business is done, while benefiting from the launch of this share economy? Great. In a moment, you'll click the Get Started button on your screen. That will take you to a page that looks like this. Simply enter your info, and you're all set. We'll contact you soon, but feel free to reach out to us as well. Have a great day!